that especially that early in the game? I mean, have you been in all on that quick?
I feel I've been in every situation.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's tough. My first thought was his skate blade was out.
Yeah.
So I just kind of stood up and was waiting for the trainer to come get him a skate blade. And then I kind of saw the look in his eye, and that obviously sucks. So just a tough situation, and what they paid me for, I guess. It's a little difficult. I wish my skates would be a little tighter. I wish my gear would be a little lighter for warm-ups and stuff like that. But you get in there, and unfortunately, they got another one right there after we kind of woke ourselves up. But challenge that to get my mind in the game, and for the rest of the 40-plus minutes after that, I felt like I got into my hockey game, and we came away with a win. And you're not going to draw them up like that in any week, but we'll take them.
I was going to say, when you look at everything that went on there, how you guys have done this all year, but this one was kind of remarkable, it seems like.
Yeah, I mean, I think there was 5 goals.
Not even the game winner. That was just in.
10 minutes in. I mean, they almost get another one on a roll, or I'm trying to let Soups know that he's got time, and all of a sudden he's yelling, "It's in your feet," and I just freeze. So I mean, there was just hockey gods were.
Harley's get to shorty. I mean, it's just everything in that game.
I mean, you pay for your ticket, you might as well get entertained, right? As long as we come out on top of those, it's hard. It's a challenge, but you look back on these games and you come up against a team on a back-to-back, and we know that we got an opportunity in the third to go after them, find some goals. We do that. That boosts the morale after the last couple of weeks here. It's been up and down. So we're not in a bad spot by any means, but that's a nice level up for the boys.
It feels like you guys haven't really had one game that's truly encompassing, like real great start to finish. Does that actually give you confidence, the fact that you guys have gotten results and maybe haven't even played your best stretch of hockey yet?
Yeah, I feel like probably the first month, I would say that was the case. I think for a few games there throughout, the New York game at home, when I was in net, I felt like we dominated that game. Like you said, there's going to be the 8-1 blowout. There's things like that. There's games that are going to be outliers, and you feel everything, and every puck seems to just be a tape-to-tape pass and go in. And then you're going to have games where it just feels like a grenade, and you can't handle anything. But to find a way to win, that's a credit to this team, and to be where we are with maybe not our best hockey for the last, whatever you want to call it, maybe 30-40% of games. It's that's the talent up and down this lineup, where some guys step up in the right situations, and we had some guys do that in the third again tonight, and that's what you need on a good team.
What's the challenge for a goalie tomorrow night? Have you done it before in a while? Or?
Yeah, probably. I don't know if I've done any back-to-backs with Dallas myself, but Arizona had a few there, and it's a challenging situation. I mean, rest, recover, get some food in me, take a long nap, and go again. I mean, the best thing about getting back in there is no matter what happens, you get to go again. So I haven't been able to have that luxury too much in the last couple of years, but I feel like I've done a good job in the role I've been in, and Jakey's a massive part of this team, and we'll do what we need to do until he gets back.
You see the opening, you just go?
Yeah, I said this a couple months ago, but when I was growing up, I was taught that if you have the puck, you're on offense. So actually, on the draw clean, I got it and took a couple crossover steps, and it was clean up the ice. So take it 2-on-2. I got a D on one side, a forward on the other. I chose the forward side and tried to drill the net, get a puck on net, and get an extra whack.
I was say, what about the extra whack? Because that was the key to it all, and that's a pretty smart play. I don't know if it's just reaction.
It was just kind of reaction, like sitting there, you just whack it before you start back checking to go play defense again. So it worked out well.
You guys have had some crazy games this season. This might be the craziest. What's it feel like when you come out of that and get a win?
Hell of a lot better than a loss. I don't know. We believed in ourselves all game long. We knew we weren't out of it. We knew it was winnable. Playing from behind, we're playing aggressive. We're on our toes. We're winning puck battles. We're shooting pucks. And I think that's the key to our success, is being aggressive like that.
Do you learn anything from that? Because I think you guys have been situationally motivated at times where, you play a lot harder when you're down. So do you learn, hey, play that way from the start of the game? Or?
Yeah. We got a veteran team in here. Yeah. We know how to play. So I think if we just channel that kind of energy, we'll win a lot of games.
What do you think's been the key to the blue line getting all these goals here the last couple of games?
We're an offensive group. I don't know what to tell you. Miro's 73-point player. That's his essay.
Yeah.
He can fire a puck. Hawk can fire a puck. We can all fire pucks besides me. But, we're joining the fourth man. We're joining on the rush, and the forwards are doing a great job finding us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, I mean, not going to travel with us, so we'll see. He's got to do some tests, obviously.
What's the challenge for Scott Wedgewood?
Nothing. Just do what he's done. I mean, he's been great all year. I think he's 6-1-1 now. We're all real comfortable with him taking this and running with it if he needs to for a little while. So, great luxury to have to be able to throw him in like we did tonight, and going forward here for however long Jake's out.
I think the best way to describe this game is maybe chaotic.
Mm-hmm. Entertaining, yeah. Yeah.
Entertaining. How do you kind of assess the overall?
Yeah, I mean, it was, first off, gutsy win by us. I mean, over 82 games, you're not going to have all perfect games, but, there was different opportunities in that game where, we could have lost that game 6-2, and we kept battling back, kept fighting back, showed a lot of guts, a lot of character for two really important points here. So that was the biggest takeaway for me. I mean, obviously, there's some things we have to clean up, and, getting in an early hole like that obviously isn't good, but, the big takeaway for me is just kind of our resiliency and finding a way to get 2 points.
How about Duchesne's goal? How did you see
Yeah.
it? A little bit of everything there.
Yeah, well, he one thing about him, he works for his bounces. He wants the puck every time he's on the ice. He's attacking the interior of the ice all the time. He got a bounce there, but he worked for that bounce. He fought off the guy, I think, twice up at the blue line to get there. So, he's been outstanding.
I think this is the second game in a row where you've had 3 different defensemen score.
Mm-hmm.
That
Yeah.
reflection of things for you guys.
Well, we've needed that. It's been something we've talked about, that we haven't gotten as much from that group as we had last year, or we were anticipating getting, and they're starting to feel it now. I think it was a matter of time. The underlying numbers were there. We just weren't scoring, but big contributions from those guys tonight.